What is up, everybody? If you guys are looking for European-style sausages and other goodies like that, we've got the man that can make it happen tonight, live, right after this. Right? It's easier to set it all up with this little box than to go home and get it and take like a week to edit it. It's easier to do it all live, man. Yeah. Welcome everybody to the show. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming, man.
Eddie,
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
Daniel Buchman, right?
Very good.
Yes. Did I get it? All right. Good. So I met you through Philip. We went up to get some sausages and they were fantastic. So
Thank you.
that was a couple months ago, I think. So I apologize it took so long, but sometimes I try to book these in advance because I'm also super busy with the restaurant and sometimes I forget it's even a Tuesday. I'm like, oh shoot, it's Tuesday. Got to make sure we got a show.
Which is good to know, right?
Yeah, that's right. It is
busy.
good to know. That's right. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. But how are you doing, man?
Well, I'm busy too, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Up there in the cold mountains.
In the
right
cold
now.
mountains, yeah.
Yes,
Does it remind you of home?
A little bit.
A little bit,
yes.
yeah?
I would say so, but it's never getting that chilly
Yeah.
as at home. But in the meantime, after more than 10 years, I feel the chill.
Yeah. Well, I'm Canadian, right? So I'm from Canada.
Yep.
Family's from Mexico. But I'm cold here too. If it gets under maybe 20,
Yeah.
I'm cold. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
So now
it's
when I
really
go
weird.
back to Canada in the summer, you know, it's really nice. It's warm-ish. And then when you get to the sun goes down, maybe 23, 22, everybody's still like in their swim gear.
Yep.
I'm cold.
Yep.
I'm like, oh my gosh, how is it cold?
Yep.
I start to put pants and a light jacket on and people are freaking out. They're like, what is this about? Yeah. All
Yeah, I
right.
remember in winter with a t-shirt outside, that was not a problem. But here the humidity is different, right? I think
Yeah.
that is what we feel.
It feels like the humidity almost penetrates the jacket.
Yes.
It's weird. It's weird. It's like bone chilling. Is the only way I can describe it is bone chilling, right? Yeah. Good, man. So let's do the spice. So how are you with spicy food?
Spicy food.
I mean,
Well,
I
can eat spicy.
You're good. That's good. That's
I can
good.
eat spicy.
So let's grab the first one. It's just a simple,
Okay.
basic buffalo wing, right? And then we start. Yeah. It's just for fun, right? Let's just, I have a restaurant, so I figure we got to have some food, right? We got to do
Yeah, okay.
something. We decided we're going to do tacos. We're going to do wings. What should we do? And then we just thought if we go from mild to spicy would be fun.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's your guy right there. And we'll start from that side. Yeah, the orange one. Yeah.
That one.
And we'll take that and we'll start it. And then salud.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah. We'll take that. And then we'll start the party. Yeah. All right. We have a comment already that says live from Taiwan and he's watching from Europe. All right. Awesome.
Well, that's still
Yeah.
in my limits.
Yeah. Well, it does have spice, right? It's buffalo, so it's kind of
Yeah.
like mildish, right? Yeah. You all have some level, some level of spice, right? So you're saying 10 years,
Yeah.
right?
A
10
bit more,
years.
yeah.
A bit more, okay, over 10. And originally, what was the plan? What brought you here? I mean, we all have a different story that brought us here. So let's start with that.
The plan was, at this time, I worked for a Swiss company.
Okay.
And we did international business. We built machines, sold it to our customers, and the customers, they produced the solar panels
Okay.
with our
okay.
machines
Okay, beautiful. Yeah,
from
yeah.
scratch. Means silicon cutting, wafer coating.
Really? Oh, wow. Okay.
And my job in this company was I was the head of all the foreign branches and offices.
Okay.
And
Beautiful. Yeah, so that brought you here originally
that brought me
Direct
here.
from
But
Switzerland, or were you somewhere else?
yeah, I flew all the time. I
Beautiful.
flew many times per week to Sweden. I was responsible for everything except China.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
So I flew to Singapore, Vietnam,
Beautiful.
Korea, and Taiwan.
Okay.
Taiwan was quite unknown to me at this time. And Then about what would I say? 7 years ago,
Yep.
there was a big crisis in the solar business.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had to restructure everything.
Okay.
And besides this, our company bought the competition.
Okay.
So we had in
Nice.
every country we had like 2 offices. So I had a job, and it was not really a nice job to.
So your
to
duties
merge those
doubled.
companies.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Of course.
So I had to
yeah.
merge them. I had to.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, to do a lot of not so nice things.
Sure. Sure. Okay. But you were spending most of your time in Taiwan.
No,
No,
in the
uh,
airplane
just
actually.
on the
In
airplane, okay.
I would say in the airplane.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I had some 200, 250 flights a year.
A year.
Yes, yes. I flew a lot.
Oh my God, that's like that's more than every second day, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Wow. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Because
Okay.
at this time, I flew back to Switzerland, and then from Singapore to Vietnam, and back to Switzerland, and
Yeah.
to Taiwan, and then to Korea, and back to Switzerland.
Okay,
And that
okay.
was kind of travel activity.
Yeah, okay. So,
I would never believe that I do not miss it.
Okay.
Because I loved it.
I think it seems like like for example, somebody like me, or sort of maybe the average person with a more of an average job that doesn't get to travel very much.
Mm-hmm.
They think that sounds like a dream, but for somebody who's actually doing it and traveling like
Mm-hmm.
every second day on the airplane, yeah. From what I've interviewed a few people that have had this situation,
Yeah.
and it wears off pretty quick. They say, yeah.
It does.
Okay. Okay.
It's you can compare it like taking a bus.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
not that wow business class and
business
what a
class.
service and the
Okay,
lounge.
okay.
No, it's actually wasting time at the
Okay.
end. Yeah.
Okay. 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 Makes sense. Makes sense. So you were traveling all over Asia, right? Mm-hmm. And eventually, you decided to stop. You said, "I'm going to settle down. I'm going to pick one of these countries."
Not really.
No. Okay.
No. Due to that crisis, we had
Okay.
to reduce some staff.
Okay,
And we had
okay.
a lot of managers and general managers and all that. So the company asked me to take over Taiwan for 6 months.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Of course, I agreed because
Then you can stay.
after so much travel,
Sure.
you don't need to go back to Switzerland. That is too strange experience there.
Okay,
It's
okay,
So
yeah.
kind of in a box thinking, and everything is,
That's a That's a that's a great topic. So, for me, also when I go back to visit Canada, I'm from a really small town, so it's a very very different way of thinking. And I mean, I've lived here, so I'm 43, so I've lived here, almost 20 years, around 20 years, so almost half my
Okay,
life, right?
yeah.
So definitely my thinking is going to be different than when I go back home into my small town. And not to say I'm right or wrong, or they're right or wrong, but it's definitely different when I go back and hang out with my friends, and the mindset's very different. So same for you then, I guess. Yeah.
absolutely same
Okay,
for me. I
okay.
wasn't home now for more than 3 years.
Okay.
No, actually 4 years.
Okay. Okay.
And I have to say I don't miss it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have family and stuff still there?
I have
You have some
kids,
family?
but they
Okay.
are
They're
grown
big.
up, yes.
Okay. 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 They're busy doing their own thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
understand.
They don't need papa.
They don't need papa.
No, except they need money. Then
Okay. Oh yeah.
get a
Then
phone
it's like,
call or an
hey,
email.
pa, how you
Yes,
doing?
How are you?
Still healthy? Everything good? I need money. Yeah. That's funny. I love it. I love that. Yeah. No, I mean, the funny thing is, my parents are in Canada, and I try. I try to call, but I have my wife here, and I have the restaurant. I have a little girl, a 9-year-old daughter, and so it just gets so busy, and sometimes you go like a few weeks or a month without talking to anyone from back home, and I think, oof, I should message my mom. And so I do actually, I don't miss Canada at all, but I miss my family, my parents, getting older and stuff, and I just want to see them. But I mean, the last 2 years, of course, there's no travel, not for me at least. I mean,
Yep.
I know some people have, and they've come back and done the 2 weeks of quarantine, right?
Yeah.
Which I definitely don't want to do. Hopefully, we can. Maybe next summer will be the earliest I would like to travel home, but I don't know.
So home is Canada,
So
not
home
Mexico.
Is, so home is Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was born in Canada. My parents immigrated from Mexico to Canada, and so I was the first one. Actually, my sister was also born in Mexico,
Yep.
from Guadalajara, and then the three of them immigrated My sister was probably 1.
Uh-huh.
My parents were they were super young. I would say both under 20. They moved up. My dad got a job at this sort of aluminum smelter factory,
Yeah.
and at that time it was I'll say 40 years ago. He was making like maybe 25, 30 bucks Canadian an hour. Young guy, young family. So he said, okay, I'll try it. And then they stayed. And then a year goes by and then I was born.
Okay.
Yeah. So at that time, my mom couldn't speak English. We stayed home. We speak Spanish at home. Although being here for 20 years, it's definitely rusty for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. It gets
Okay.
rusty. Yeah. When you don't use it for 20 years, it's pretty rusty. Yeah,
Okay.
for half my life, really. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, so home is Canada. Yeah, small town called Kitimat. Yeah,
What?
it's called Kitimat.
Kitimat.
Kitimat. It's about I think around 4 hours from Alaska. It's way up in the northwest. Yeah, so nice place.
Sounds
Cold.
like peaceful.
It's very peaceful.
Yeah.
It's nice to visit.
Yeah.
But I say after age maybe 13, 14, it's kind of like, what are we doing? And most people will move to the big city. Most will maybe go to Vancouver, but yeah, I mean, I came here. I came here instead. Yeah, I went to college on the island, Vancouver Island.
Yeah.
Then I was doing all right, and I came out here. That's kind of the short version, and planned on coming maybe 2 years. It's 20 years now, so.
Yeah, I was asked to be
Yeah.
here for 6 months, right?
Yeah, there
It's
you go.
now years. So.
Yeah. So what is it? What is it that you think that Taiwan? Because this is very common, our story, like you're coming for a year
Yeah.
or a month or 6 months,
Yes,
and then
you
you
get
stay
stuck.
forever.
Yes.
So what kept you here? What do you think was the thing that kind of kept you here?
Well, I would say during that phase when I had to take over
Mm-hmm.
the branch office here in Zhubei, you just find your friends
Yeah.
and you get your environment,
Yeah.
and then you know exactly if you want to do this, you go there, and you start to accept kind of strange lifestyle here.
Yeah.
Even you find yourself doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, for sure,
Like,
for sure.
who needs a signal if you turn left? That's
yeah.
something like this happens to me all
That's
the time.
funny.
In the meantime, yeah.
That's funny.
In the
yeah.
beginning,
Yeah.
I freaked
You're like,
out
"Wow."
and holy cow, what are they doing? How is that working?
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, I adapted, and I would say I mentioned before the thinking in the box.
Yeah, sure,
You have
sure.
to follow the rules. You have to do this. You must do this. You cannot do this. Here, it's not the case.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody says like, "Oh, America is the land of everything
Yeah,
is
sure,
possible."
sure. I understand.
Taiwan is too, in my opinion.
I agree. I give you one of those, man, because I have to say that for me too. People always say, "Oh, do you come from a long line of restaurateurs and entrepreneurs?" I'm like, not at all, because to open, I would imagine Switzerland would be similar, but to open a restaurant like this in Canada, oh my gosh, it's going to cost a lot. It's going to be a lot of red tape. You're
Yep.
going to be all these government checks. It would just
Yes.
be. It's not something I would ever even think about.
Yep, you would have the food
Never
police
crossed
in
your
here
mind.
every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
checking everything, and
Would never cross my mind
Yeah.
ever. And when I came here, I was teaching, I was coaching soccer, football, whatever
Okay.
whatever
Yeah.
one you want to use.
Yeah.
I was going pretty good. Met my wife. She was teaching, and then she said, she didn't really like her job. Her dream was a coffee shop, and I said, well, I do like coffee, but I'm not a huge coffee guy. So if I have a coffee shop, for me, it's a little bit fake, and I cannot be the fake guy. I can't live a lie, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I said, my family's food. We're Mexican. If you want to try that, we can try something like that. It's kind of somewhere in the middle, and we can serve coffee, but we're not going to be like the coffee connoisseur or anything like that, because for me, it's fake, right? So. Yeah, so eventually we did, like we were saying, in Danshui Laojie. We opened a stand there.
Yep.
33,000 a month for our one little ping there. It was crazy. Coaching, teaching, everything at the same time. Yeah, it was crazy. It was pretty crazy. So
but it worked out, right?
it worked out. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely, that's the short version. Does a lot of this. Speaking of a lot of this, COVID, right? That was kind of more down here somewhere. Yeah. And you were saying COVID was pretty good for you. Yeah.
I
mean,
cannot
business-wise,
complain, actually.
right? I mean, yeah,
business-wise, it was a good time for me.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, even now, I mean, I got my reputation during this
Of
time.
course. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And my little butcher shop now is just only 1 year old.
I said, okay. Wow.
It's just
okay.
only 1 year
That's
old,
one of my
and
questions, yeah.
we are still doing pretty well.
Okay.
Yes.
1 year. One. So I
Yes.
think that. Wow. 1 year. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the Europeans that I know, they know they buy from you and they know you. So that's a pretty big step for 1 year. That's a pretty big.
I
yeah,
would say
yeah,
so.
Yeah, that's very
Yes.
good. Congrats. That's
Absolutely.
You know, a lot of businesses in the first year they close, right? Which is it's tough. And then yeah, so you have your butcher, your obviously your brick and mortar butcher shop, and then you have the online shop. So
Yes.
did you launch together?
Yes, all together.
Everything online,
Yes.
boom, done.
And actually,
Okay.
I never expected having a physical shop like
Okay.
this. I mean, it's not even set up as a real
Okay.
physical shop.
Okay.
Because I thought the location where we are is kind of,
Up in the mountains,
behind Tamsui, up in the mountain, in the middle of nowhere.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Boom. Hey, that's the front. Yeah.
Yes,
I
there
got
it
some
is.
pictures here. I'm going to pull
Wow.
up there. And yeah. While we're chatting. Yeah. Yeah.
That is meat and more. Yeah, and that's the other point. It's not only meat anymore. In the meantime, it's cheese, it's beer, it's
Okay.
mustard, it's everything what I miss from there. Yeah.
Go get one food picture up there.
Oh,
I got
nice.
some food pictures up
Okay.
there. Yeah. Yeah. It was.
That's our meatloaf.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah. So we went up there. I got to go up there with there we go. Philip. Yeah, there's Philip in front. Shout out to Philip. Yeah. Bring us to the yummy sausage place. Yeah. So yeah, it's a great little place. It's nice because it's a standalone place.
Yes.
Which is really cool.
Yes.
Right.
And that's why I call it Alphütte.
Okay.
Alphütte
Yeah.
is a mountain hut. It reminds a little bit to Swiss mountains.
Okay,
Single
okay.
house somewhere.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. So 1 year, how are you feeling? Is there anything different than what you expected?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I work like 14 to 16 hours every day.
Okay. Yeah. yes. Yes. That is.
That is really amazing.
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, for sure.
It's tough. And
You're making everything. You don't have any staff, right?
No,
really?
sometimes
Okay.
I have a girl coming
Helping.
to help me, but then she got pregnant.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
And
okay.
it was just a too high risk, I mean, we are working with knives, our floors are wet sometimes,
Okay,
so if
sure.
she slips or whatever. So, yes, I'm alone.
Okay.
But
okay.
actually, not really. Many times the best girl in the world's coming and help me.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right. Shout out to the best girl in the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
So
Without her,
we have a quick question. I said, where can we buy them? So in the description below down there, I've got the Facebook page link. Your Facebook page is
Thank
linked
you.
there, and I've also got the online shop link.
yes.
And I have a picture of the address on here that I will pull up when I can find it. Yeah. Yeah. So I think it's this one. Boom. There you go. Yeah. The little
There it
European
is.
meat factory. Yeah.
丹水至新松路
Yeah.
657號
So that's the address.
Yes. And,
physical
and if you
location?
go there, if you feel like I'm totally lost, then just keep going.
Okay. That's it. That's if you're totally lost, you're on the right track.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct,
perfect.
correct.
When I went with Philip, I was just like, where are we? Yeah. Because me not having a car.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I never would take the scooter kind of in the
Yeah.
top of the mountains. I know some people do, but
But actually, there's a convenient thing. There's
Okay.
a bus directly from the Tamsui station
Okay.
to the front of my shop.
Really?
I didn't
Oh,
know
that's
that
nice.
before. Yeah, it's the
Okay.
bus number 870.
oh, we're gonna have to get the info and we can put it in the description after.
But I think it's not important. It's twice a day.
Oh, okay. So you can go once, and on the way back, you can get it. That's funny.
Sure.
I love it. Let's grab the next one, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So the next one is, I mean, it should be a little bit spicier, but this is still pretty mellow. This is made with chipotle sauce. Chipotle, like a smoked jalapeno, right? And you smoke a lot of your stuff, which we can talk
I do.
about in a second here. Yeah. Hola. Guys. All right. Not too spicy, right?
That's fine. That's
Good. All
good.
right. Good.
You do this all by yourself? Sauce,
I started,
marinade?
yeah, we do, yeah. I mean, I have this. Well, for me, it's a big restaurant, and so I have staff. I have some good staff with me right now. But originally, like I said, just me and my wife in a stand in the night market. Did that for about 1 year. And then, I mean, we make like the tortillas and we grind the corn. We really do everything. And then, you know, when you get a little bit of a bigger place, you have to have a couple more people, and then have a bigger place and then more people. So this is the biggest one we've had. I wouldn't go bigger than this, to be honest. I mean, if we do want to do some expanding, maybe next year, but I probably ideally would go half this size. It's good for this area.
Half the size?
Half the size. I think it's too big.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. It's a good size. It's a good size. Definitely a good size for big parties and stuff like that. So it's good, but it's I don't know. At least half, maybe a little bit more. But I've gone from just the stand to a really really tiny one in Danshui, to a medium sized one sort of in Tianmu, and then to this one. But this for me is it's pretty big, yeah.
Okay.
So every time you take the step from, you know, from one to the next, you piss people off for a month, you know, because you can't keep up and it's busy,
Correct.
and then you know, it used to be good, it's shit now, you know. It's
Yes.
a crazy,
Yes.
it's a crazy experience, and all the 1-star reviews start coming, and it's just like, what's talking about 1 stars? That's
You
crazy.
got 1-star reviews?
Yeah, I got
Oh
some
my
1
God.
stars. I got some 1 stars. Yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of. I don't know. There's a lot of crazy people, a lot of hate. I don't know if you
But they
probably
also
don't.
comment on it, or it's just...
Some do. Some
Okay.
comments. Some
Oh,
just
that's
put
fair.
one. Some yeah. Some of them will just write just crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Like we had one that said, "Oh, so this I think it was two or four people that came in. We were packed. We told them it was gonna be a wait, and you know, there's like, okay, no problem. And then you know they ate and stuff, and then their review was like, oh, we waited so long, and the reason their food tastes good is because they put tons of MSG and everything.
Oh.
And it's like,
Yeah.
we don't use them. There's no MSG anywhere. It's just ridiculous. Like, so my wife's like, what should we do? I'm like, okay, I'll reply and we'll see what happens. But it's like, it's just stupid, right? Just
Yeah.
People that have no idea about how to cook or how to do, you know, a business like this. They
Well,
just
to
say
be
whatever.
fair, they
yeah.
probably really didn't like it.
Yeah, they didn't.
So
But they said they liked
but you,
it.
But
Yeah,
you
which is
cannot
weird.
really
Yeah.
do it for everybody.
No, you
right?
cannot. Exactly. Yeah.
And I mean, there are a lot of
Yeah.
restaurants going down because they try to do
Yeah.
everything the local style way.
Yes. No.
But then, how can you call yourself a Mexican restaurant?
No, you
how can
can't-
I call myself a European butcher?
Yeah. No.
You
Yeah.
know?
Exactly.
That is-
I agree 100%. You know, I think like we were talking about earlier, you got to try to use the local stuff as much as you can.
Yes.
Keeps the costs low, keeps the food fresh.
yes.
But yeah, you have to do it. I mean, you have to try to make it as authentic as you can with the local stuff. That's what we try
Absolutely.
to do.
Yeah.
And you know, in Mexico, there's like hundreds of different kinds of chili peppers. So you know, and we don't, and there's none of them here. There's a few farms down south. There's one close to you that they will grow habaneros, sometimes jalapenos,
Oh.
and they actually have batches of them 3 times a year. And so that's when we get them. I mean, we basically buy everything, and we have like a couple of big freezers at home, and
Okay.
we freeze them because either that or don't have them, right? You know, of course, when you have them fresh all the time, that's better.
Yes.
But again, you have to adapt to what you have, right? Yeah. So you were saying you've been doing it for 1 year, right?
Yep.
And what gave you the idea? What inspired you to start like a year ago, or let's say a year and a half ago? You've been thinking about it, I guess, right? I would imagine you're thinking about it. What gave you the idea? What inspired you to do that?
Okay. As much as I love Taiwan, there was just always one thing I was missing is
Okay.
the food. Like
Sure.
the cold cuts and the cheese and all this stuff.
love
mean, you
that.
can buy it here. The meat, the European meat flavor here is probably not as original as it could be.
Okay.
And the cheese is ridiculously expensive.
Cheese is really expensive. Again, we were talking earlier. Some things I just not stopped, but you know, cheese is like special occasion. You know, and you're like, what?
Yes.
Before, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
and if
Yeah.
you see actually the history of cheese, there was a poor man's meal.
Okay,
in
okay.
Switzerland.
I didn't know
You
that.
know,
Okay, okay.
The guys in the Alphütte, in the mountain huts.
Okay.
They had the cows, the milk, they produced the cheese. cheese was affordable for everybody. When
Okay.
I was a kid, we had cheese every day. You know,
Okay,
and
wow.
I
And it's
want,
calcium. It's good for you.
yeah,
right? I
it's
think, yeah?
healthy. It's a perfect meal, and it comes in hundreds of varieties, so it's never boring. You can eat
Okay.
it cold, you can cook it, you
Yeah.
can use it for a gratin, you can use it for everything.
It's a very versatile thing, right?
And
Yeah.
that is actually now the next step. Alphütte will bring back the cheese to Taiwan as an
Okay.
affordable food.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
absolutely.
beautiful. Well, that will broke some news. Nice.
That will be my attack.
Yeah, you're gonna
on
be like,
this,
yeah.
1 kilo Appenzeller cheese,
2,000,
3,000,
yeah.
200, 3,500, depends where you go here, and so exclusive.
Yeah.
I can partially understand the price, how they come up with it, because they buy whole wheels, and if you
Okay.
cut the wheel, it starts, cheese is alive.
Okay.
So
sure.
it starts to mature, it starts to getting older.
Okay,
So if you
aging.
cannot sell it, you trash a lot.
Okay.
That's,
Okay.
that's the point. But our cheese we have a cooperation, and that will be packed in Switzerland.
Oh, beautiful.
And will never be open again until it's sold.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we were just chatting about. I think you also have a lot of support from the Swiss Association, right?
Yes.
I don't want to say the wrong name. I think it's the Swiss Association,
Swiss
right?
Association
With
of
Michel
Taiwan.
of Taiwan.
SAT, yes.
All right. Shout out to
Yes.
Swiss Association of
Yes.
Taiwan for taking care of you, man. I appreciate it. And they're
That is true.
and you're taking care of them, right?
I
I'm
try
guessing.
to.
I'm
I
guessing
try to.
because, like I said, there is not that many. There, sausage, European sausage here. Taiwan has their own sausage style,
Yes.
right? But it's very different.
But I have to say there are quite a bit people around making European style sausages.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Oh, that's
yes,
good to
yes.
know. Okay.
But I think there's a niche for everybody, and I just try not to do what they do.
Okay. Okay. I think I also think that way. Like we were, I can't say the first, but maybe the first one that was kind of doing the Mexican food, like kind of I would say the right way. But yeah, there's a few now. I would say 4 or 5, and I know most of the owners, and yeah, everybody's. I mean, some are not friendly. That's the way it is. But the ones that I'm close with, they're pretty good. They're doing pretty well. They're pretty friendly, and I wish him well. One of my friends, a Mexican guy, he's going to be opening something in. I think Yonghe, sounded pretty
Yonghe,
far.
yes.
And I told him, man, whatever you need, I'll give you all the distributors, things that's taken me
Yep.
my whole life basically to
Yep.
find all these things.
Yep.
But because I think more people eating Mexican or more people eating European sausages, that's
Sure.
good.
Yep.
Because then they're gonna be like, oh, I want to try yours next. I want to try yours, and I'm gonna go try. Oh, this is my favorite, right? So I think it's good. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah. So there are a few German restaurants, I think, right?
Yeah.
Doing the German sausages, right?
Yes.
Are there any like specifically Swiss that you know of?
Yeah, there are like
Okay.
one Swiss restaurant, but I've, to be honest, never been there. It's
Okay.
still on my list. It's
Okay,
at
okay.
Zum Fass somewhere in Taipei.
Okay. Oh, I've heard of that.
That
one.
was
Okay.
founded from a Swiss guy, as far as I know, and
Okay,
now
okay.
his wife keeps it running.
Okay.
And
Okay.
reviews are nice. The menu looks good.
Great.
I have to try.
Yeah, pick a day and go check it
Yes.
out, man. Yeah.
Yes.
That sounds good. We'll take a day and we'll wait for Philip to come back and we all go. Yeah.
Yes, and he can invite us.
He can invite us. Yeah, Philip. Philip's the man.
Thank you, Philip.
Should be watching right now. I think he's watching. He's on
Good.
his way to Hong Kong right now, Philip. Yeah. So, okay, let's take this one and then we'll keep going. Yeah. This
Yes.
one is our only fusion style. This one is Korean.
Korean.
So I had one of my
red
ex staff. Yeah, exactly. So I had one of our ex staff was his family owned a Korean restaurant before, and I told him I love Korean wings. I love Korean wing sauce, and he's like, "Well, I can show you the sauce." I said, "Okay, great." So he showed me the sauce. I tweaked a little bit to where I
Okay.
liked it more, and
Yep.
then this is what it became. So hopefully you like it. It
let's
does
see.
get a little bit spicier. Okay.
That reminds me to the Korean national dish, bibimbap. You know.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah. So we don't have very many like fusion, non-Mexican things, but I like Korean wings. And the funny thing was, the first day I made that, I was like, boom, it's on the menu. It's Wings Day. People want wings. Say, we got a new sauce, Korean sauce. Okay, so the staff's like, yes, okay, we got it. The first table that comes in is a group of 6 Korean guys, right? And I'm like, oh, shit. So they're like, hey, they want Korean. And I look and I'm like, oh, no. It's Koreans, you know? So, of course, I'm like, I was a bit nervous and stuff. So, you know, they're pouring the beers and then they order a bunch of wings and they all ordered 6 Korean. And after they ate about half, I went over and I said, how's everything? And like, oh, this is great. You know, they enjoyed it. So, and they came back. They were just visiting from from Korea. And they'd been, for the few weeks they were here, they came quite a few times and they kept getting the Korean wings. And I was like, whew, passed the test. Yeah.
That's good.
Because, I mean, I don't know anything about Korean food. I just know I like certain things and I like the wings, right? Sunny, can you okay round 2? Yeah, thank you.
What? That's... Oh, and we go further?
We just go 2 rounds. Yeah, there's two rounds. And we can
Okay.
stop at any time, man. We're just chatting, right? So we were saying that with different cultures and stuff, Taiwan obviously has their own sausage
Yes.
culture. Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm curious, a European's view on Taiwanese sausage. Yeah.
European view on the Taiwanese sauce.
Yeah, I'm just curious. This is just out of curiosity.
Actually, only positive
yeah.
view.
Beautiful.
It's very fresh.
Okay.
It's juicy. It looks nice.
It looks nice. Yeah. Okay.
The only thing what I do not really like, and I think most of Europeans, is it's sweet.
Sweet, right? Yeah. That would have been my first guess.
It's just the sweetness.
The first time I had some, I was surprised that it was sweet, and I mean, like I said, I've been here almost half my life, so
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. If I'm down at the night market or something. Hi, what's up? Oh, there you go. Thank you. There we go. Thanks so much. Yeah. I'll get rid of this here for you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So yeah, if we're in the night market, I will. If I see someone doing so, I'll always buy one. Buy 3 for $100 or something, and then we kind of walk through the night market. But I've been here for a long time. But definitely, it takes a while to get used to the sweetness.
Yeah.
My wife is from Miaoli.
Okay.
Right. So they have their strawberry festivals with the strawberry sausage. And when I saw the sign that said strawberry sausage, I said, "Oh my god, that sounds awful." And I said, "No, I got to try it." So we tried it. I'm like, "Hey, you know what? When I go, I'll get it. You know, it's not something that I'm like I need to have it." But
So that has really a strawberry taste?
Yeah, it's like it's almost like it's just sweet and has a little strawberry sort of aftertaste.
Okay.
Yeah. What's up? That's fine. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, man. So good. Taiwanese sausage. Yeah. Okay. Do you have any favorite Taiwanese foods? You've been here for 10 plus years, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, there's the very classic is the beef noodle.
Yeah. Okay. That's good stuff. Yeah.
That is, if you know the right place, it's the best food for just a little money.
Yeah, the best bang for your buck, right?
Yes,
Yeah, you can get
yes.
some good. You can get some good.
Correct.
Some good ones, right? Yeah.
Actually, I don't have other favorite. I eat everything. I mean,
everything?
except the weird stuff like chicken feet or chicken comps or.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
I tried. Okay.
Yeah.
You would never find me saying I don't like it if I didn't try.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you know, can get familiar with that.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried a lot of this stuff too, and it's not as if it's the worst thing, but I mean, I'd just rather get something else. Yeah, for sure, right?
Yep.
That's funny, man. So before you started this, were you making sausage? I mean, how did this skill come about? Developing this skill,
Okay.
sausage, this smoking the meat and bacon, and you've got like when I went, you have quite a big menu.
Yes.
Like it seems like you have
like
everything.
15 items right
Yeah,
now.
it's a
Yes.
lot,
Yes.
and everything's made by you.
Yes.
So, I mean, where did this skill arise from?
Okay, that is a
Long story.
crazy story.
All right, that's what we're here for. We love
It's,
crazy stories.
You know, it's like from my life is kind of from the service engineer to the global service manager.
Okay.
Then I wouldn't say down, but actually it's down to a butcher.
Okay. Okay.
How comes? About 2 years ago, company and me separated.
Okay. Okay.
And then I did basically not really much for a year.
Kind of relax for a year or so. Yeah.
Relax.
Okay.
So I had a friend here in Taiwan.
Okay.
He lived in Shizhi,
The Swiss guy.
Swiss guy,
Okay.
and he was quite famous in Taiwan because he had a big carpenter factory.
Okay.
And
okay.
he's very well known as the Mu Martin, the Wood Martin. In
Okay.
case you see that, Martin, it's doing
Wood
good.
Martin,
I
yeah.
know you follow me on Facebook, and thank you for your support.
Sounds good. We'll make sure that he sees it. Yeah. We'll send it to him.
I will send him a link.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. Okay.
And Martin was in Taiwan. I believe it was 46 years.
Oh shoot. Okay.
This guy
Okay.
can read, write,
Oh, wow.
speak, whatever.
Making
it was
us look
just
bad here, geez.
especially me. I mean, you at least you speak Chinese. I just started.
Oh wow. I think with the business, you get forced to use it more.
Actually,
right?
true.
It's probably
It's good for
improved
me.
this
Yeah,
1 year.
You have to
Improved so much
because people come in the shop and then you can see them. Oh, foreigner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what you get when you go into the bank too. Usually, right?
Yes.
yeah.
What do you want?
It's like, and then they start taking people. And,
Yes.
Your English is good.
Hi.
And I'm like, no, I 会讲中文 没有关系. And they're like,
Yeah,
oh, I don't speak English.
Relax.
Yeah. No, it's getting better, but for sure, it's tough. Yeah.
But that is actually the biggest problem to speak Chinese in Taiwan is, you know what? It is, they do not expect you to speak Chinese. You know, you go to 7-Eleven, say, 你好，我要一个大杯热拿铁.
yeah.
Then you hear it click, 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 click. Shit, my English is not good enough. I cannot understand
Yeah,
the foreigner.
it's
So
just
you
like-
repeat it 3-4 times
Yeah.
until they, oh,
It's
that's,
like, oh,
that's Chinese.
wait a minute. I don't need my translator. He's speaking
Correct,
Chinese.
correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Mandarin,
funny.
not Chinese.
Mandarin, sorry, yes.
Sorry.
Yes, sorry, Mandarin. Yes. Cut, no. Yeah,
So back to the story.
yes, please keep going.
That time when I had nothing to do, I drove my motorcycle around Taiwan. I don't know how many
beautiful,
times.
beautiful.
And I met Martin several times, and Martin did some sausages.
Okay.
And he sold his sausages mainly there in the Tiamu.
Oh, I met
flea
him.
market.
Okay. That
Yeah.
guy had fantastic Chinese.
Yeah,
Okay.
That
now
is
it's
Mu
coming
Martin.
together. Mu Martin. Okay.
And his sausage were really good.
Great,
His,
yeah,
his
yeah.
bacon was superb.
Yes, that's
his
right.
meatloaf was great.
I
And that
remember.
was kind of a lucky finding for me. Wow, Martin, and you can buy there.
It's like a gem, right? It's like a hidden gem. You're
Mm-hmm.
like, what? Yeah. Okay.
But he just did it as a hobby, not enough quantity.
Okay.
So it happens that I helped him sometimes on the market,
Okay.
and then suddenly, he told us that he plans to leave Taiwan.
After 46 years.
Yes.
Okay. That's a big shock. A big shock. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was his decision. And
Okay, sure,
then,
of course.
Then me and the best girl of the world, we thought about we should develop that business.
We gotta keep
There's
this thing
potential.
rolling. Okay.
Yes. And then
Okay.
yeah, I went there, maybe just a few times during 5 or 6 weeks.
Okay.
And he showed me what he knew. I mean, he was a carpenter. He was also not a butcher, and I'm an engineer. So,
Okay. Yeah.
but we did it.
It's a
and,
skill. It's a
he-
skill,
He taught
right?
me
Yeah.
what he knew. He gave me all his recipes. He gave me all his suppliers. He gave me everything.
Beautiful.
I mean, without you, Martin, I know it would be a super hard way.
Thank you, Martin, because we're eating some of the good stuff still in Taiwan, and we miss that a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
In Canada, there's a lot of Europe, obviously European influence, a lot of sausage and prosciuttos and cured meats and hams that I love. And I, again, almost gave up on all that stuff being here for so long.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yeah, we also had the opportunity to buy his equipment.
Perfect.
As a
Okay.
starter.
Oh,
In the
beautiful.
meantime, it's a little bit too small, so we bought some bigger ones, of
All
course.
right. Upgrading.
But it's still there. It's
Okay.
my backup.
Okay. Perfect.
So yeah, during these 5-6 weeks, he showed me what he knows how to do and his tricks and tips and whatever.
Okay.
And then the picture on the wall in my shop is when I picked up Martin to bring him to the airport.
Okay.
And then he left, and then I was on my own.
Okay.
And then it took us probably, I don't know, 6 months, 6 months to find the location,
Okay.
to decorate it accordingly, to
Okay.
find the equipment.
So
to-
the location is yours original, yeah? I mean, it wasn't his location.
no, no,
You-
no,
you-
no.
you
He was
found
in
one?
Seeds, yes.
Oh, that's right. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
He did it in his home.
You did it at home.
Yeah,
okay.
in the
Okay.
kitchen.
And you're taking it to the next level. Like, let's make a business
Somehow,
out of it.
yes,
Yeah.
because we thought there's potential.
It's-
I mean, I
for
saw
sure
I saw
there.
him selling on the market like crazy.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
crazy.
We used to go there all the time. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, and it was great. It was a little bit too cheap. I said, "Man, this is so good. You're making everything by hand." He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's too cheap," and he's like, "I'm like, okay, all right." Yeah,
Well, people enjoyed it.
yeah, it was
and,
delicious. Yeah, I
yes.
said, "You can sell a little bit more.
Yes,
Pump the
yes,
price up, man."
yes.
Yeah, super good, very good. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, it was Philip who said, "Hey, have you tried the Swiss guy in the market?" I said, "What? There's a
Okay.
Swiss guy in the market?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay." So we go try, and we went and bought a bunch of stuff, and it was great.
That is what I always told him, like, hang a Swiss flag on your booth or something.
Yes, of
Nobody can
course,
see
yeah.
it's from Switzerland. And
Yeah.
Switzerland still has kind of a value here. Oh, you're from Switzerland. And I don't know why they think it's special, but it seems to be, right?
Switzerland is always like in people's minds is like nice, clean,
Paradise.
one of the paradise, one of the
Yeah.
best places I guess in the world or
Yeah.
in Europe.
Yes.
Everyone's making good money, good healthcare, whatever it is. So people always.
Yeah,
I've never been there.
We
I
have
have no
good
idea.
healthcare, but it costs like
Half-
7 times more than here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I have no idea, but that's what I hear. And then Swiss watches,
Yes.
right? And
Chocolate.
exactly right.
Cheese.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, the raclette, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything. So it's like German. I mean, people think, okay, oh, nice cars, good machine, or
Yes.
Japan, like okay, good TVs,
High
and
tech,
good high tech
yes,
stuff.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's good, yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely smart to use the Swiss flag.
I think so.
Definitely, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
And actually, it's my concept. I really want to do most from Switzerland Swiss products. Of course, that is too boring. So I have the Hungarian chili. That is, by the way, something which I do compromise to the Taiwanese.
Okay,
because in my opinion, it's too spicy. But
Oh, really?
the
Okay.
Taiwanese buy
They like
and
it.
then I ask, and lama, they say, oh, hi, so okay.
We
I'll
bought
leave it like
that.
it is.
We bought that
Okay.
because Philip also recommended that one, and we
he
eat
likes it
spicy,
too.
right?
Yeah.
And it was great. We
Okay.
we were like, oh, let's just do one. We're not just for a snack, and then we just did it all, did the whole pack, and just it was beautiful. I got a couple of pictures of your place, man.
Okay.
Check this out. Blam. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here we are.
So this is the kitchen where all the magic happens.
That is we
Yeah?
call it the Little European Meat Factory. Yes,
that's
yes,
it,
that is
okay.
basically what I have.
Yeah.
Slicer, scale, printer, vacuum machine.
Yeah.
That butcher table in the background there is with the
With the
red.
red? Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is actually handmade by Martin.
Really?
Yes,
Oh,
that
wow.
is antique.
Okay.
Yes.
That's beautiful. A
Uh-huh.
little piece of the old into the new, right?
Absolutely
Beautiful.
Yep.
You got one more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, the other corner, yeah. So
That's
that's
the other
a grinder,
corner.
I guess.
That's the meat grinder. Yes.
okay. Okay.
She can do 320 kilo an hour.
Oh wow.
So it's still enough for step 2, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yes.
That's very good.
Yes.
I think I wanted to take pictures of that because I mean I keep my kitchen pretty clean, and I
Yeah.
know a lot of restaurant owners and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of food people. I'm a kitchen guy. I want to go into the kitchen and check it out.
Yes.
And a lot of the times I'm kind of disappointed that the kitchens are so filthy, And I thought, and your kitchen was absolutely spotless, and
Thank you.
and organized, and the knives and everything were just. It was unbelievable. I never actually seen a kitchen like that because sometimes the chefs are even like they're crazy. It's a bit of a mess. They know what's going on though. It's like an organized mess, but yours was just like.
That
was
must be a
unbelievable.
leftover from the Swiss Army time, you know.
That's exactly right.
No,
yeah.
actually, if it's my opinion. If you are organized, the work is easier.
Okay.
So I know where the stuff is. I know if I need something where it is, and being clean. I don't know. That is just top priority for me.
It's
I
important.
mean,
Yeah.
after a production day, I spend at least 2.5 hours to clean
Okay,
everything.
okay.
And I really clean everything.
And the floor was spotless. Everything was spotless.
yes,
I was
yes.
I was very impressed,
Yes.
basically. Very impressed.
The least thing I really want to find here are bugs or spiders. Oh no, I had a snake 3 weeks ago.
Oh, because in the mountains, right?
Yeah, it was a baby snake, so we had to call the fire brigade.
Okay, really?
They came and catch it.
The inside, they just coming up through the tube, the pipes or something.
No, she probably came up through
door.
the sliding door.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a baby, like 30 centimeters.
Okay.
Very beautiful.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool, man. Very cool. Man.
So it's still alive. It's not through that meat grinder.
Okay, yeah. The special limited edition.
Yes.
So do you have like Chinese, they say it's Alphütte, like a specialty, something that's like when people think of you, that's the dish. That's what you got to get.
I would say it's the Olma sausage. It's a Swiss style.
Okay.
Baisansang white sausage.
Okay.
It has a lot of milk inside, and people like that.
Oh, really?
There's roughly, this sausage in Switzerland is protected by law. The recipe is very strict.
Okay,
It has to be at least 35% milk, cow milk.
Really?
Yes. And that makes it very tasty together with some white pepper and other nice spices. Yeah. This is one of the very good going products. But the star is definitely is the bacon.
Okay, sure. Well, that makes sense, yeah, because bacon is hard to get here, right? I mean, not hard to get, but I've
not this kind maybe.
Well, not like but like a nice bacon. I've had there are one or two Cedars bacon I've had really nice, but I've also had like just some local bacon, like from our meat distributor. They're all connected, all the meat guys. Yes. And then there was one time we were doing a brunch event, and I said, we got our chicken and everything. It's good. Everything's good. So I'll bring some bacon, and they shipped us some bacon, and it was bad. I mean, it was super artificial. Like when you look at it, it's just not bacon. It almost, I don't know what it was. Hard to describe. It looked as if they just kind of almost like a hot dog, like they compressed the worst stuff,
and
just kind of like
they press it
shaped it into a bacon, and then when you eat it, it was like what? It didn't taste like. I don't even know what it tasted. It just was off for sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
I was disappointed. So
that's their product, and obviously they can.
Yeah,
sell
for sure,
it.
for
so
sure.
I do not want to complain about that.
I'm not trying to
criticize them.
that.
No.
Yeah.
But our bacon is maybe special because it's cooked. So you can eat it as a cold cut too.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It takes me a few weeks to make it.
So what's the process in doing something like that? Yeah, if you don't mind sharing, I'm
first
curious.
you get the pork bellies, and these are, in most cases, not Taiwanese pork bellies.
Okay.
The Taiwanese pork is a little bit too fat.
Too fatty.
It's beautiful for sausages. It's beautiful for pancetta.
Okay.
It's perfect for salami.
Okay.
But not really for plain bacon.
Okay.
Because if you smoke a bacon and you have too much fat, it's not really taking the taste, right?
Okay.
So you get the pork belly, you trim it, you cut it in shape,
okay,
and then you start a pickling process. That means you mix the spices.
Like a brine sort of a thing, or like pickle? I have no idea. Okay. I've never made it.
It's not that kind of. What I do is I rub it in and then I put it in vacuum. So it's
it's like a marinade.
It builds a brine by itself.
Okay, beautiful.
But every day out.
Okay.
Turn, massage.
Sunny, can you ask for round two? Yeah, I asked like 20 minutes ago. Yeah. Are they busy?
They're busy.
It's like 3 tables. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. That's okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay. Then you take it out every day and you turn it, you massage it.
Okay.
And then after that, dry, smoking. I smoke it over beechwood, which is maybe also not typically here.
So where's is the beechwood from here? Is it local beechwood or?
Partially, yes. But I found the carpenter in the Banqiao area. I think is that.
Oh, really?
He makes furniture for very rich people, so he has a lot of import wood.
Oh, beautiful!
So he sells me the chips,
scraps. Oh,
the scrap, yes,
beautiful.
And that is guaranteed not treated. There's no color in it, no nails in it, nothing. So it's very good cooperation with him.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's why I get a beechwood.
And the beechwood has a distinct flavor, I guess, right?
Absolutely.
That it gives. Okay.
Yes. Absolutely. And in Switzerland, we use beech and pine and all that stuff.
Okay.
But
Okay. Sure.
here, the local is more like lychee,
Okay. Sure.
wood, and that is a little bit sweet, but people
Okay.
like it too.
Okay.
But
okay.
it's not originally for bacon. Yeah, then it's smoking, then it's cooking, and then it's curing again a little bit.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's ready to sell.
Okay. Beautiful. So, how long is that process from day one when you receive the pork till ready for sale?
For the bacon,
For the bacon, yeah. That must
will
be long.
Be about 6 weeks.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It depends on the meat quality, but
Okay.
6 weeks. Yes.
Okay.
That's the average.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, that's
It's a lot of waiting time. So easy work, people say. Right?
yeah, easy work, right?
Just
You're
sit
just sitting
there and
around,
wait.
waiting
Yeah,
around,
I do nothing.
waiting around, collecting your money, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
collecting the
Yeah.
big bills, right?
Correct.
Okay, that's funny. Wow. Yeah. So, yeah, I've never done bacon before. I was always curious of the process. Yeah. Wow. So you need to keep it chilled, right? And you said you were flipping it.
You need
Every
to keep
day?
it on a certain temperature.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you could do a lot quicker if you use some chemicals like
Oh yeah, of course.
pickling salt
Sure.
or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
But that is also something we don't want to have in our products.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You
no,
know,
that-
no fillings, no chemicals, no artificial flavors
I
or
agree.
color. You know, when I went shopping for herbs
Okay.
and spices first time,
Okay.
the guy showed me a bottle, and it says it's liquid smoke. So he told me you don't need to smoke your bacon.
I've heard of that. I don't even know what it is. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Okay. What is liquid smoke? It's chemicals or what?
It's condensate.
Okay.
I produce it myself when I do
Oh.
the cold smoking on meat.
Okay.
Then the smoke gets cold, and where it
And it becomes like a
becomes a liquid,
liquid.
and it's so
Oh.
ugly. Yeah, but I could sell it actually, but I actually throw it away.
Okay. Okay. Liquid smoke. Yeah, because
Yes.
I've heard of that before, but I mean, we don't smoke.
Well, you get everything liquid here: liquid beef, liquid beef flavor, liquid whatever flavor.
I guess. Yeah. I
colors.
guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yep, but that's not part of our recipe.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Well, that's also us too. We make everything. I mean, we're pressing out the tortillas. We're making everything. So that's why
Amazing, huh?
when somebody says, "Hey, you know, they add tons of MSG," that's
hurts.
usually the 1 stars. I don't care. You know, I'll reply, say, "I'm sorry, you had a crappy experience.
Yep.
Give us another shot." If you blah blah blah. But this one, I'm like, "Hey, you know what? We don't use that. Just don't come back." You know what I mean? Like that's all I'm going to say. I don't just. What are you doing? Yeah, especially when it's. You know, I mean, these are not food people or restaurant people, or they're just somebody who was hungry and pissed off or something.
Yeah,
you know?
they had a bad
Yeah.
day, or
And that's
probably
the-
lost a girlfriend. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
and unfortunately, you know, well, fortunately and unfortunately, people go to the restaurant, they're hungry, right? So if they wait too long, they get hangry, right? And they're just like, "What is this? I'm hungry here. And I came here to eat, and I'm waiting." But a lot of the times, you know, when you're busy, you know, you tell people it's going to be at least 30 minutes before you get your food, and they're like, "Yeah, no problem." And then 10 minutes goes by, and they're slamming the table, like, "Hey, what are we doing? Where's my food?" And you're like, "We
That's
told you
the
at the door.
behavior.
We told you at the door
Yes.
that it's going to be, you know, this amount, right?" But yeah, that's the restaurant business, man. It is what it is. Yeah. So do you ever consider stepping to the next one and being like actually have like a food stall or a little small restaurant or eatery
Yes.
or something? Yeah.
Of course,
Okay.
of course. But I think that would be kind of step 3.
Step 3. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We still need to establish our products. And,
Okay.
You know, now a few hotels are customers,
Beautiful,
but we need
beautiful.
some more. And no rush.
No. Oh
No
yeah.
rush.
No. That you know what? Rushing is
Yes.
is the worst thing. Yeah.
No rush.
Yeah.
But actually, pretty soon, I need just more space.
You mean more?
It
Okay.
is,
Well,
it
that's
is a
good news.
logistic problem in the
Okay.
meantime.
Okay.
I can buy some 300 kilo meats only,
Okay.
and then that's it. And then I need to process it, and then I need the space to store it. You know that, and as you saw, it's
Yeah.
not that big.
Yeah. No. But
Yeah.
it is really nice and clean. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's okay. I'll take it. That's fine. Thank you. Start from here. That's okay. I'll put that down there for you so you don't burn yourself. Yeah. It's gonna be hot on that side. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Okay, perfect. From this side. Okay. Thank you. All right. Well, let's grab the first one there. Blam, right there.
That's even more spicy than the last one.
So it's gonna get spicier. Yeah, for sure. This is
Should be more red then, right?
So
That's a common thinking.
So hold on. This one is made with. There's a company here that does hot sauces, and this one is made with like a sweet potato with a ghost pepper. Ghost pepper. So it's kind of like a different thing. It'll get a little spicy. This is jalapeno. This is kind of the ghost pepper. The jalapeno is. I mean, we switch these back and forth. They're around the same heat level. This one is just. That's the last one. That's a hot one. Yeah. We'll talk about that one when we get there.
Okay.
Well, let's get the first one. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Enjoy.
Oh. Okay.
Shout out to Empress Hot Sauces. Good stuff.
That reminds me to the chilaquiles.
There you go.
Chilaquiles
Exactly.
experience in Querétaro.
Okay.
I thought I'd die.
Okay, so at some point you were in Mexico having chilaquiles,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, many times.
And like originally chilaquiles or enchiladas, the sauce is really hot, right? So you had obviously some really spicy chilaquiles, right?
Yes, I
Okay,
did.
so tell me about that a little bit. Once you're
Oh,
done. Yeah.
that is decades ago. I still was a service engineer, and I had the pleasure to go to Querétaro many times.
That's really surprising because that's not a big area, right? I mean, it's not the touristy place.
No.
It's not. That's like local Mexico.
Yes,
Like, it's just almost as local as you can get.
but there was
Querétaro,
a big famous company named Spicer. No, at this time it was Tremec.
Okay.
And Tremec, nobody knows. They produce and assemble the heavy-duty gearboxes for GM
Okay.
and Ford. So whenever you drive a Mustang or a Corvette,
It's from Mexico.
the gearbox coming from Querétaro.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Amazing.
I think nobody. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow, that's very cool. Okay.
Querétaro is a nice place. It has one of the most interesting airports. When you fly towards a cliff, and then just you are over and
You
pop,
really?
you are on the
That's
the
like
runway.
the movies. That's like
Yes,
those like that
that's
movie.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
Like Lukla in
Yeah.
the Mount Everest there, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Amazing. You watch it down, you watch it, and suddenly, boom! Oh, here's
You're
the
like,
runway.
wow. Oh wow. I've never had that experience. Yeah.
And
yeah.
near Querétaro is, I saw hundreds of hotels, but there was
Okay.
one of the most beautiful.
Wow.
It was an old hacienda,
Okay.
Hacienda Jurica.
Okay.
And yeah, I was there. Oh my God.
You don't have to finish
Accumulated-
it, man. You're good. You don't have to. You don't.
No,
like
I
said-
can eat
okay,
that.
okay. You're good. Okay. You're still
I'm
good.
fine,
Right?
just not as fast as you.
Oh well.
Or is that the trick? Just eat as fast as
No,
possible.
no. I mean, I do this one every week. So all the way up, the first 5 is okay. The last one's still tough, even if you do it all the time. Yeah. So don't touch your eyes. That's the only rule. Yeah, because that sucks. We have had people going, "Oh man," and it's like, "Oh, that's the worst thing you can do." But I know that you're with food a lot, so I'm guessing you're not touching your eyes when you're, you know that.
Not really.
Yeah. Yeah. So Querétaro, you were going there, and you had some spicy chilaquiles. So I mean, what happened? You just went to order some chilaquiles.
What happens? Well, this Hacienda Jurica had a kind of a nice bar in the evening, and there were never many guests.
Okay.
So you get in close contact with the owner.
Yeah, sure.
And I remember-
Mexicans are very friendly usually.
Yes. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. You arrive, you feel home.
Right? You're like family, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I love that. I
And
love
then
Mexico.
there was Ana, the wife.
Okay.
Ana, A-N-A.
Okay.
And I was young, and we were talking about spicy food and blah. I
Okay.
said, "Oh, I can eat spicy, it's no problem," and blah blah.
Yeah. Sure.
And she goes, okay, no problem. I cook you something spicy, and
Make
then
you a
she
nice
made me
chilaquiles.
a dinner. I don't remember what it was, but it was okay, spicy, maybe like this.
Okay. But still
okay.
you can still handle it.
I
Okay.
said, I see you
No problem.
Mexicans, no chance against the Swiss.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. That sounds very Swiss too. I love it. I
And
love
then
it. Okay.
the next morning there was my breakfast.
You
And the
open your
breakfast
eyes,
look-
brush your teeth. You're like, oh, what's
The
this?
breakfast was beautiful.
Yeah.
This, what's the name?
The chilaquiles.
Popotos?
Oh, yeah, totopos, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totopos.
Yeah, totopos, yeah.
We know it as Doritos, right?
Dorito, yeah. I mean,
Looks
nachos.
like Dorito.
Yeah, I mean, outside of Mexico,
Yeah.
it's just nachos, right?
Yeah. Totopos.
Totopos,
Yes.
yeah.
With
Yeah.
a nice sunny side egg and
Beautiful. Yeah, of course.
cheese, and I was happy. I
Happy.
started,
Yeah.
and I immediately everything was burning.
Yes, yes.
But everything
yes.
was burning.
Everything was burning. Okay, okay.
I couldn't go to work that day,
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay.
and the next day I arrived in the afternoon. That was
Really? Oh,
so
wow. You were
bad.
done for
It
that.
was so
Okay.
bad.
Wow.
My stomach just
Oh
went
yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Just-
so my family is Mexican, so we eat spicy since we were little.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in Canada, right? So it's we're eating pretty spicy, right? Mm-hmm. But I remember going to Mexico. We would go almost every summer. We'd go back to Guadalajara to Mexico, and spend 1 or 2 months there with family. And I just remember one of the first things I remember was I'm Mexican, I eat spicy. We went, and there were kids eating like potato chips, like super spicy chips, and they're adding like crazy spice, like crazy stuff. And they're like, I was probably 10 or 12, and there was like 5-year-olds just kind of like,
yeah.
and I'm like, ooh, that smells good. And they're like, spicy, man. And I'm like, come on. You're 5, I'm 12. What are you doing? And I just went, and it was just like the eyes watering, the nose watering. And it was like, holy. Because I also myself was like, I eat spicy.
Yeah.
But Mexico is just next level. If you're in Mexico, the spicy level is, it can get crazy. Like it's pretty nuts. Yeah, yeah.
So you're telling me if you start eat spicy from very little, it's really not a problem anymore.
I think so. My daughter, I mean, we have the restaurant here, and my daughter, she's been eating spicy since she was little. Like she has her favorite snack from maybe age 3 till now is just diced raw onions. She will just come, and the Taiwanese onions are strong, right? So she just kind of pops those. She eats up to, I would say up to, I mean, this last one she probably could do.
Really?
The next 2 I haven't given her yet. I mean, the
Okay.
last one I haven't given her, of course.
Okay.
But I mean, we have like a habanero salsa here that we use fresh habaneros in, and I'd say it's about medium spice level. And she just kind of like, and she puts that on her food, and it was funny to see a little kid with a basket of chips, maybe 3 years old, and she would take out one chip, and she would have, a chunk of onion, and a little spoon with her little hot sauce, little salsa,
Okay.
and then it would take like 5 bites for one chip, and she would just sit there like sauce.
Oh.
And it was just like
Yes, stylish.
onion. And it was like it took her 2 hours to eat a little side thing of chips because it was just like boom. And it was just it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah. So till now I'd say she eats pretty not super crazy spice, but pretty spicy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm not building the last one up very very good there. Huh? Yeah, I mean many people don't even get to that one. So no pressure, man.
Well, let's try. It's
Wanna
one
go
in
on?
a lifetime chance.
Let's do it. Yeah, yeah. You want to keep going on the green one, and then we keep, or you need a few minutes.
What
to
is
catch
the
up.
green one?
Green one's jalapeno,
Okay.
so that's not.
Is that connected to the? I saw a postcard from you with some sauces bottles here. Is that? this
Yes,
one?
these are the 2 bottles. We bottled these 2 sauces. Yeah, so
Okay.
these 2. Again, jalapenos are not easy to get here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So when we can get them, we order. We basically clean out the farm. They love us. They call. They call.
Yeah.
Hey, we got this 20 kilos or whatever, and I'm like, boy, we take it all. So we get them all, and the big ones, we cut them in half, and we kind of take out the seed,
Yeah.
and then we stuff them with cream cheese, and then batter and fry them, and we keep the seeds. And then when we make the small ones, we make this sauce, but the extra seeds we throw it in the sauce as well.
Okay.
So it's, I mean,
So that means only the seeds are really spicy.
it depends. The outside is spicy too, because it tastes like green pepper, honestly,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
they're spicy. So sometimes they're spicy, sometimes they're not. So we actually have those things are called jalapeno poppers. And when we have them, sometimes people will eat them and they're like, "Oh, this is great. It's not spicy at all." And sometimes it's fresh, right? So you can't be the judge of it's a fresh vegetable, right? And sometimes they get one and it's just like, oh my God, this is so spicy. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to take a bite out of every single one. There's, it's Mother Nature. There's nothing I can do, right? So, yeah.
True.
So the extra seeds also go into this sauce. Yeah,
Okay.
That's the point. Yeah. Whenever you're ready, we can go on that one.
I prepare my milk here.
There you go. Okay. Good. We got the Coke there too, whatever you need.
I think milk helps.
Yeah,
right?
milk helps the most, yeah. And also horchata. I don't know if you got to try.
What is horchata?
Horchata is a sort of a Mexican drink. It's got a milk, vanilla, sugar, cinnamon, rice, water. So yeah,
MSG.
Yeah. We hold the MSG. We hold the MSG on this one. Only this one. Yeah. It's a little bit sweet, but it's a very Mexican style drink. Yeah. It actually works the best for the spice, but
That's only here available. I never saw this before.
yeah. So actually, in Mexico, it's really common, but we make it ourselves here because you have to, right?
That is good.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah. So let's get the jalapeno in there, and then we'll keep rocking. Yeah.
Yep.
What do you guys say? You don't say salud, obviously. What do you guys say? You don't say prost, right? What do you guys say?
Enguete.
Oh my God.
Enguete.
Enguete.
Means a good one.
A good one. Okay.
Pointing to the appetite.
Okay, a good one. Enguete. All right. Actually, this one doesn't taste too spicy at all today.
That's just what I say.
It's like
That
a hot
one was more
sauce.
spicy.
Yeah, hot sauces. You make them, they're hot, and then they kind of just go up and down. It's weird. I mean, it's all. There's no there's no preservatives or anything in there. There's vinegar. It's like the natural preservative that we use. Yeah. So it's kind of like it's hit or miss, man.
It's still spicy.
Still spicy, right? But we got lucky, I guess. Huh? So we were talking about Taiwanese sausages. So when Taiwanese eat sausage, it's obviously they're used to a different kind of sausage. How is the reaction to, let's say, local Taiwanese guy to your European sausage? Yeah, I mean, just if you have any examples, yeah.
They, of course, if they come first time,
Yep.
they kind of hesitating.
Okay.
But I always have fresh sausage there, so I gave them a slice and let them try. And then they buy.
Okay.
And
So good.
Also, I have to say, like, 95% of my customers are Taiwanese.
Yeah, of course. Yeah,
It's not-
you have to.
It's not the European coming there like crazy. Of course, they come too,
Of course, yeah.
but most of them are Taiwanese.
yeah. Well, there's more Taiwanese here than
Yeah,
any other, obviously,
Yes.
any other, what do you say, country, right? Because, so it's also with us, too. We started mostly foreign, and then we're probably 65%, almost 70 Taiwanese now. Yeah.
but in your area, you have much more foreigners, right?
This area has a lot, yeah. So
In
when we
my
came
area,
here, yeah, Danshui is
Male.
different. Yeah, up in the mountain. I think there's a foreign community up in the mountain somewhere there, right? There's Jeff who does the woodworking, the Canadian guy.
Oh, with
right,
the
Jeff?
crazy name of the
any
company.
asshole can do it. Yeah,
I
Jeff.
didn't want to say it.
You don't want to say it? Yeah. It's funny. He's a good guy, Jeff.
I
just
don't know
bought
him.
something on Yeah, never met him.
No.
Also up that mountain, I believe there's when we opened our restaurant in Danshui, within a few months, another Canadian guy with a Taiwanese wife couple opened a Western restaurant as well in Danshui, and it's called Kooks, right? So
Yep.
they also live up there.
We
mountain
go
up
there sometimes,
Yeah, so
yes.
Kooks, yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we've known them for a while. I believe up the mountain there's another guy. His name is Derek Walker. He's got
Meat pies.
he started doing pies, right? The meat pie. So I think that area is a pretty good group of I mean, a group, anyways, a group of people up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I haven't lived up in Danshui for a long time. So yeah, how you doing? It comes a little bit after, or no?
A little bit.
All right, good, good.
But that helps.
You're good
That
though,
helps.
man. You know what?
No, it's still delicious. It's not ugly spicy, okay?
Yeah, yeah. Well,
It's
we
not
try to
ugly
make
hot.
it still good. We try to make it still good.
It has
Yeah.
a taste.
Okay. Yeah, that's made with a lot of fresh jalapenos. Yeah, we love that. It's actually my favorite.
And
Usually. Yeah.
the meat is very juicy, and that helps too.
Yes. Okay. Good. Good. I'm
good.
glad. Thanks. Yeah.
So you it's just for the podcast, or it's on your menu, right?
So it's on the menu, but the last two we don't really push too much. Only if people watch the podcast and they want to try it.
Okay.
Because the cost is way higher, right?
Okay.
I mean, because there's a lot of jalapenos in there.
Oh.
This one actually is made with Carolina Reaper. It's really hot, which is Carolina Reaper is a chili pepper, I guess, developed in Carolina. They bred like the hottest ghost peppers and I guess the hottest, I'm probably butchering it, but hottest habaneros, the hottest chilies. They bred them and then created a new breed, which is
Carolina.
Carolina Reaper. The
Reaper.
Carolina, and then I guess that's what they called it, Carolina Reaper. So
Okay.
yeah, surprisingly, there's a couple of farms here that they will grow the spicy stuff, and they like us because when they call us, they're like, we got 10
You
kilos
get
of
it
this,
immediately,
5 kilos of this, 6 kilos of that, and we're like,
Okay.
just give me one price for everything.
yeah.
And they usually call us first because
Oh.
we have the space for it now, and yeah, like I said, we bought 2 giant deep freezers just for that because if you run out, it sucks, right? And so usually we do okay with one restaurant. If we were to expand to 2 or 3, then it's going to be tough. We're going to run
Do
out.
they grow all year, or
Down south they do. Down south they
Okay.
do. The guy in Danshui, he says they do up there, but it's not as well as it used to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then typhoons come and wipe things out, and so I don't know much about farming, but it looks like pretty tough. Yeah. So prior to this, you were working with the engineering company, right?
yes,
And then you stopped, opened your own business.
yes.
How is it different than being with your engineer company, being the employee,
Being the boss.
being the boss? You have to have. Here's your marketing hat. Here's your cooking hat. Here's your
Yes.
customer service hat. Here's your Facebook.
Logistics,
Here's your logistics.
everything.
Here's your sourcing the product.
Yes.
Here's your everything. How is it different? Yeah.
It is a lot more fun.
Okay. Good.
It
Oh,
is-
that's a good
it is-
answer.
I always
like
say
that.
I probably didn't work so hard in my life before,
Yeah.
but it is kind of super relaxing.
Okay.
Of course, I back pain all. If you do like 60, 80 kilo meat a day,
Yeah.
you know what it did.
Of course.
But it's much more. How can I say satisfaction?
Okay. Sure.
It
yeah.
is. It is really
More
cool. And
rewarding,
then
right?
People coming in and say, "Hey, you have this." I have
Hey.
this. Yeah, I just made it. Oh, yeah, I want it. Oh, it's so delicious. That is so cool.
Making the people happy.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
okay.
this connection between people and me never happened before.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just meetings with customers and like Thai and everything.
It's like the corporate
Yes.
corporate guy.
Yeah,
Okay, and now you're the face.
I'm the
You're the
face.
Swiss sausage guy,
Correct, yes.
right? You're the front,
Gaosan Lautan, they call me.
Okay,
Gaosan
really?
Lautan, yes.
you're the front line, directly talking to all the people.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Yes.
you like that.
I like that very
Okay,
much.
good.
And
That's
as I told you before that, my Chinese my Mandarin, has improved
Mandarin,
a lot.
yeah.
Mandarin
Okay.
has improved a lot.
Yeah, of course.
In the
you know.
meantime, people even understand what I say.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think when you're forced to use it, it just kind of goes.
Yes.
Because mine was okay before I started. I mean, it was okay-ish, and then you're in a position where you're making food, and my wife is talking to somebody else, and they're like, hey, they're asking you questions, and I'm like, I need to make this sale. So then all this stuff that you kind of think you're just throwing everything out there, and
Yes.
and then sometimes a lot of the times you make mistakes,
Of course.
and it's just
But I think that is
Yeah.
no problem.
I think
we
it's no
just
problem,
think
yeah.
it is a problem. Actually,
Yeah.
Taiwanese think it's a problem if they make English mistakes.
Yeah, which
because
again-
everybody knows English. I know it. Everybody
Yeah.
can speak a little English. You know.
Yeah, they definitely
but
can.
they
Yeah.
hesitate like hell.
Yes. Well, everybody learns
I
it from
don't
young
care.
age. Yeah.
If I do a mistake, then
Yeah.
I see their body language like or like huh.
Yeah.
Then
for
you
sure.
try the other way.
Yeah. You try all the
And the
tones. Yeah.
Most of the time, the reaction is, "Oh, how can I?"
Oh yeah. How could I? Oh, he speaks Chinese. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I think the people here are really friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've left my wallet and my cell phone in taxis and everything everywhere, and I always got everything back.
See.
I mean, it's really it's safe. It's a beautiful
I think
place,
so.
great people.
Yes.
You know, I don't know. It's a tropical island, right? I mean,
I would just say it's the freedom I need.
Yeah.
It's really the freedom. I mean, of course there are rules. You have
sure, of
you have
course.
to keep within the limits. But
Of course, yeah.
what I do now, I could not do in Switzerland.
Yeah.
I could not. I think I could do it nowhere in the world. But here I have the chance, and people give me the chance.
I think we're coming back full circle to the first thing we were talking about,
Yeah.
where again, if I were to do this in Canada, it's not possible with like 50% tax, you know. And here, when we opened, it's almost like the Wild West, right?
Yes.
You know, you got your location.
Yes.
I didn't even start with business license or anything. You know, you just open. You know, you painted. I painted myself.
Yeah.
Not this one, the original one. They open up the gate and like, all right, we're here. Let's go. We're open. You know, we didn't even get the license for a few months because we didn't know how. And then there was one day where we went to a government office in Danshui.
Yeah.
This was, again, I don't know if this will happen anymore. We went to the government office and we're like, hey, you know, we want to register our business. And the guy's like, okay, you know, in the government office. Opens it up and he's okay, well, what's the name? He's like, oh, what's the address? And then we told him the address, which was 5 minutes from the office. And he's like, oh, just up there, right? I'm like, yeah, we just walked here 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And he takes it and he rips it up, throws in the garbage. You don't need a business license.
Oh.
I said, what? What? No, we need one. And they're like, no, it's like, don't worry about it. You don't need you Dan Shui, just you don't need no business license. And I was like, whoa. Again, 15 years ago, but still in the government office, he's like, you don't need that. You know, don't waste everybody's time. Go enjoy your day. We're just like, whoa.
That is probably also something I need to mention. What is nice in Taiwan is all these government offices. They are so helpful. They are so nice. You never get lost. You never get lost.
Yeah, it's true.
Even if you're on the totally wrong counter, maybe in the wrong building, they almost walk you to where you need to go.
That's true. That is true. Yeah. I also, whenever like recently, I had to go to what did I have to do? Oh, I moved my apartment. We moved from one apartment to another, and I didn't update my APRC address, so I just didn't. You know, so it came to my attention that you have to, or maybe you get fined. So we went down, and we went to do it, and they took care of us, no problem. But you know, at the other sort of sections, you can see a lot of the foreigners like yelling, they're like, screaming at the Taiwanese
help.
government people. And first of all, that's not going to help. It's going to make your situation worse.
Yep.
And second of all, I mean, they were still super nice. I'm like, hey, these guys, they're still so nice to you, man. That's crazy. You're yelling at them, and they're like, you know, I'll take care of this. They'll go the extra mile to take care of it. It's just, it's crazy. Yeah.
Sometimes I really wonder what's going inside.
Oh, I'm sure it's just like you, man.
Yes, probably.
For sure.
Probably.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff, man. So you ready for this last guy here?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
kept
let's do it.
some
Let's do
milk
it.
here.
You kept some. We can get
milk.
more if you need. I didn't touch mine yet, so there you go.
Ta-da!
I forgot it already, man. How do you say the salute? Cheers again.
Oh, anguete.
Anguete. I need to write it.
Anguete, yeah.
Anguete. Okay. Anguete. I'm going to use that on Philip. All right. Anguete.
Use that on Martin.
Like I said, it's hot sauce, so it goes up and down, right? If it's down, we're good.
That goes up. Oh.
It's coming, man.
Oh.
You don't have to finish the whole thing if you don't want. You're good. Nguete. Nguete. Chilaquiles. Flashbacks, yeah?
It's about this.
Yeah. To eat a whole bowl of chilaquiles of this level, that's crazy.
Oh.
Yeah, man, that's a rough one. I know. Go zoom on that face. Boom. Oh, yeah. Woo. It takes a minute. It takes a minute, brother. But you did it. You came all the way to the end, man. A lot of people don't do it, man. Just don't touch your eyes.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I know. I say it all the time, and then somebody does it, and it's like, oh no, eyes are swelling up, and I think, oh man, what are we doing?
That is kind of
Don't finish it, man. It's the next.
No,
That's
I
the next
don't.
level. Yeah, next level. It's gonna have those flashbacks, man. Those Querétaro flashbacks, right? Yeah. Hoo. Man, I want to thank you for coming, brother.
Thank you.
I also wanted to. I'm very excited to try the bacon. What I get bacon and sausage and tell me a little bit about the sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's a big thing in Switzerland. Take your time. I didn't touch my milk, man. It's all on you if you need it. If you need it, get in there.
You feel nothing? I cry.
Well, I feel something for sure. For sure I do. It's a rough one, brother. It's a rough one, yeah. The first few months of doing it once a week was, that was tough. Quick story. A friend of mine who does hot sauces, we were talking about doing this, and he said, well, he's tasting his hot sauces. Before he drinks a little bit of water with some baking soda. And he says that alkalizes his stomach, so the acid doesn't wreck his stomach. I said, oh, well, that's cool. So I said, okay, the next show I'm going to do that. And, okay, so, I went all the way, and I just went all in, did it all. And then I was like, ooh, spicy. I got home. I feel, my stomach is pretty spicy today.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I'll try it now. Maybe it'll help my stomach. So I did the water with the baking soda. And then as soon as it hit my stomach, the first thing that popped into my mind was when you're a kid doing those volcano experiments.
Yes.
And then as soon as that liquid hit my stomach, I never had so much pain in my stomach. It was just like, and I thought, oh my God, my stomach's going to explode. Oh shit. And I was just like, oh shit. And then I'm like on all fours thinking, oh my gosh, I got to find a spot where my stomach is not excruciating. So I'm just kind of like waiting. Couldn't find a spot. My wife walks by, sees me on the floor, like in the bathroom, like, Jesus, what happened? I said, well, I did something dumb. She's like, you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, I'm fine. 30 seconds more of that pain. I thought, maybe, just maybe. I said, go grab a liter of milk from the fridge. I said, okay. And I just went like 1 liter. And then I was like, okay. Then it was okay. I said, okay. So it was pretty bad. But the 1 liter of milk, I did about half. Wasn't enough. Did another half. And it was like slightly less pain. So I think I did 2 or 3 liters of milk. Just
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
But this is not spicy in the stomach. It's spicy
Yeah, for sure.
in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, it'll get spicy in the stomach a little bit later. But yeah, in the morning, we'll see. Man, you did it, though. Look at that. Hey. All right.
Well, I am alive.
Man, you made it all the way, though. A lot of people don't make that. I want to also thank you for bringing awesome sausages to the island, man. We love it. And I'm looking forward to my bacon in the morning tomorrow.
Yeah, try it. Let me know.
I will. I definitely will. If anybody's watching and they want to get some of that good European-style sausage, the website is in the description below.
Yep.
You can get it delivered, I guess, anywhere in Taiwan. Anywhere in Taiwan. Yes. Beautiful. I love the Hungarian spicy sausage. I think I had some of the sauerkraut at Philip's. I'm looking forward to trying that.
You had
We
a
had,
German sausage with Philip.
yeah, that was really
And a
nice.
Swiss sausage.
The Swiss,
of course.
yes, Philip loves you, man. He's been raving
Yeah,
about
it's
you for so
always,
long.
I'm happy
so,
if he
yeah.
shows up
Yeah,
with
Philip-
his big van and then just fill up.
Yeah. with the big wagon there, just loaded up.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
But next time,
we're
Philip, we
done,
have
we're
to
done.
talk about.
Do you need
say
another
just eat a few spicy chicken. That is super spicy. Okay.
That is a spicy one. Yeah. So
Ah.
yeah. But do you have anything that you want to say before we cut it, brother, or what?
No, it was a pleasure.
Pleasure
to
was
be here.
mine.
It was my first interview.
First
in
podcast.
Taiwan
Hey,
about,
all right.
yes.
Good. You know, a lot of people get nervous, but we're just talking about you, right? Just stories,
so.
and you're doing
Yeah.
fantastic, man.
I would have
Beautiful.
many more stories
Yes, hey, we can do it again sometime.
Sure.
You know, yeah, for sure.
if I'm big and
If you-
famous.
There you go. Well, don't forget about me when you're famous,
Sure.
man. Shoot.
No, I want to say thank
Yeah.
you also to my friends who really supported me. You named it already, SAT, Swiss Association of
Yes,
Taiwan.
sure.
Big help. All
Yes.
the general managers from the hotels. You know which one I mean,
Yeah.
or which few I mean. And of course, Martin, if you see that,
Martin.
this didn't happen without you. Und danke vielmals für alles. Und wir bleiben in Kontakt. And
Beautiful.
we stay in contact.
Sounds fantastic, man.
Yep.
Thank you for coming, man.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thank
Thanks
you
a lot.
guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Again, if you want the good sausage, European style, link is in the description. Click that. It's going to go right to the online store. Enjoy. I'm going to enjoy mine tonight or tomorrow, maybe both. And we'll see you guys next week. Yeah. Bye-bye.